What's up, bookish babes? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like, comment, do all the YouTube stuff you know how to do. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing a this and that book edition. I was laying in bed and I was like, I want to do a this and that video to see, just to get everyone talking in the comments, just to see what do you prefer. Like, do we have same preference or are we different? I mean, I know we're different. I know we're not the same people, but I want to know what your preference is. So I'm gonna leave the comments in the description for you guys as well. So if you guys want to make your own video, do so. Tag me in it, the comments of your video, and I can come check them out and see what you guys like. So we're gonna start off with the first question, and it is paperback or hardback. Now I'm gonna have to go with paperback, y'all. I love a good paperback, baby. I love to be able... Oh, I lost my page in the book I was reading. Oh, no. But anyways, I love a good paperback that I can just lay in the bed, on the couch, carry around with me, and just, like, hold it. I just love a floppy paperback. It is something about a paperback, y'all. I can't even say I own too many hardbacks. Like, if I own a hardback, it's because it's the only option of a book that I really want. Like, do y'all see behind me? All these books, like this whole shelf right here, paperback. These two and Legendborn up here at the top that you can't see are hardcovers. Like, I really just wanted these books, but now that they're in paperback, we're getting paperback. Although I already read those, so I mean, I really don't have to replace them if I don't want to, but I love a good paperback. I'm not even gonna hold you. A good paperback, we go together real bad. Now, ebook or audiobook. Now this one is kind of hard because I kind of go between both of them. It's like saying Kindle or paperback. If I'm busy and I'm walking around and I'm into a book, I have no problem downloading an audiobook. I use either Hoopla or what's the other one? Audible and Libby. I use those three for audiobooks, or I could just use my I think it's Apple Books. I think that's what it's called, Apple Books on my iPhone. I use Apple Books. Like, wherever the first place, if it's not free on those other two, I have no problem with buying an audiobook and listening to it. If I'm laying down and I don't have the physical copy with me while I'm at work, I have no problem with reading an ebook. Like, so right here it's 50-50. Like, I'm team ebook and audiobook, like either or. It depends on how I'm feeling. That is honestly depends is on how I'm feeling. The next one is romance or fantasy. Now, when I first started reading books, I was reading a whole bunch of fantasy. I was reading a crap ton of fantasy, to be exact. So, but now I'm more into romance books. I've gotten into a lot of romance. So if I had to choose, I'll say romance. Like, it hurt my heart to say romance because I'm a fantasy girl. Like, I love fantasy, but I haven't read a lot of fantasy in a long time. So, but it's fall now, and we're going to get back into fantasy. So I'm gonna still say romance because you get to experience different love stories, because everyone love is not it's the same love. Like, everybody love differently, so you get to experience the same love. You get to experience different forms of love. So I'm gonna say romance. I would eat down a romance. Like, oh, you want him to... I'm sorry, y'all. I was watching Ashley the Mogul live. We're gonna do series or standalones. I feel like I'm in the middle of so many series that it is ridiculous. And I feel like I'm gonna say series because if I love the world I'm in, I want to stay in that world. I want to stay in that world, engulfed in the characters, especially if I'm in love with the characters. Like, if it's like a 15-part series, I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm here for a long series. Chestnut Spring, well, over here, Chestnut Springs, the Natural series. What is this? Dirty Air series by the Sarah J. Maas series. Like, y'all, if it's a series, I am here for it. So I'm more of a series girl than a standalone. Like, I love to, like, even if it's an interconnecting that's correct, right? The interconnecting I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But if it's like one of those series like Maple Hill series where it's like they're not about the same character, but they kind of just weave in. I think it's an interconnecting interconnecting. Yeah, whatever. You get what I'm saying. You understand. So if it's one of those, then I'm here for it as well too. Mystery or a thriller. Y'all know I'm just now getting into mystery thriller because I'm really not a scary movie thriller lover, so I'm just not really getting into it. But if I had to say, I love a good. Mm, is it? I just could never really like tell the difference, you know, because I feel like if it's a thriller, it's thrilling, and if it's mystery, it's mystery. Like you trying to figure something out. I'm gonna say, but now this one is kind of hard. This one is honestly kind of hard. I'm gonna say I'm a mystery girl because I want to figure out what happened. I want to see what's going on, figure out who did it and why. Well, you may not even figure out why, but like who did it? Like who did it? What happened? When did it happen? Who was around? Like investigating type of style. Like I'm a criminal minds girl through and through, so that's why. Yep, mystery. We're gonna go with mystery. Are you guys a library girly or a book girly? I am a bookstore girly. I'm a bookstore girly. I love the bookstore. I just love walking in it. I just walked in there today just to smell it. Yeah, I'm so crazy. Like, it's just like walking in a bookstore is so calming. I actually like walking through it. I actually chose to walk through the bookstore to get to where I was going. But I walked in there today and I was just like, you just made my day so much better. And I looked at a couple books. I didn't buy a couple books, but I did see some that I wanted to buy. And I was like, we're going to keep our head down and keep going to where we're supposed to be going to get what we need. And then maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. So, I'm a bookstore girl. I love going to the bookstore. It's too quiet in the library for me. I like to hear people walking around talking. I like to be able to mm read one book at a time or multiple books simultaneously. I'm a one book no, that's a lie, y'all. That is a lie. If I'm reading a physical book and it's not on ebook and I don't want to buy it at that point, because I mean, yeah, I honestly be wasting money. But if I don't want to buy the ebook, say like it's not on Kindle Unlimited. If I don't want to buy this ebook, I just pick up another book on my Kindle at nighttime and start reading that. Like last night, I actually started reading. I was reading this, and then when I turned off the light, I started reading. Kimberly Brown. I think Pick Up Your Feelings. I think that's what it's called. Pick Up Your Feelings. I started reading that. So, I guess you can say multiple books at one time for me. So. I know a lot of people say they can't do that because they get stuff mixed up, but child, character driven or plot driven. I'm a character driven person. I feel like I want to know what the person going through, how they feel, what they thinking, what's going on in their brain, who did like. I want to know the ins and out of that person. I'm more of a character driven person. I love to read about what somebody else got going on. Like, give me a reason to worry about y'all drama and not my own. Like, I love stuff like that. Give me a reason to think about what you got going on versus what I got going on, and we're good. book to movie adaptation or original novels. I'm gonna say book to movie because y'all, I've been putting off going to see It End With Us. Is it? That's yeah, It End With Us. I've been going off and seeing that, but y'all, now that I don't work morning shifts anymore, I think I'm gonna go do it. I think I'm honestly gonna go sit down in the movie theaters by myself and go watch it because I've heard a lot of good things about this movie. I really enjoyed the book. It Ends With Us, It Start With Us. I really enjoyed Colleen Hoover's writing. She's reading her books are the reason why I got back into reading. I think my first book by her was what was it? It Ends With Us. Yeah, It Ends With Us was my very first book that I read by her. So reading her books got me back into reading. So me watching that movie, I need to go see it. I really need to go see it. And I don't have the copy of. If I had a copy, y'all, I would have told y'all to read, I think it's Heartbones, by Colleen Hoover during the summertime. That is a pretty good book. I really love that book. I really enjoy that book. Are you a reading nook or a cozy cafe? I'm a reading nook person. I don't see how people can listen to a lot of, like, I can listen to a few. Like I can be distracted for a few while reading. But if it's like a constant noise, constant chatter, I get distracted. I get really distracted from what I'm reading, and I find myself reading the same line over and over and over again, and before I actually realize what the heck I just read. So I'm a reading nook type of person. I cannot read when it's a whole bunch of people around me. The only thing that can be around me while I'm reading is the sound of nature. But people talking in the background, music playing, like I can only do it for so long. And then I'm just over it. I'm just like, yeah, no, shut up. Fiction or non-fiction? Ooh. I'm a let's say non-fiction. I'm a non-fiction girly. A non-fiction. Fantasy or science fiction? I don't even think I ever read a science fiction book. So I'm gonna have to say fantasy because I don't think I ever read a science fiction book at all. I think it's the book that everyone's talking about, Iron Flame. Is it? No, I'm thinking about. What is it? Y'all know the book I'm talking about with the I think I don't know. I think it's something. It's Red something that everyone's talking about, like I think that's considered science fiction, but I have never read it. A lot of people have been talking about it. I don't think I ever read a science fiction book. So we're gonna say fantasy. Classic or contemporary? I'm contemporary. Have I read it? I read classic books when I was in school. But since I've been out, I haven't read not one classic. Maybe I need to go back and read. I think it's Little Women's is a classic. I need to read that one. I don't think I ever read that one. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. So maybe that one. Maybe we need to read Little Women's in the video. But I like what I like. I like what I like. Now, last question. Are you a reading in the morning or night person? I feel like I'm a morning reader. If I'm reading at night, if I sit down to read at night, I'm going to sleep. I am going to sleep. That's why most of my reading vlogs is be during the daytime. I'm filming during the daytime because if I'm reading at night, I'm going to bed. 9 times out of 10, I'm getting 2 pages in and going to sleep. So I'm a morning reader. I'm a full-on, sun out, sky bright morning reader. But those are all the questions. I'll leave the questions down below in the comment section, well, the description box for you guys, so you guys can answer these questions in the comments or make a video and tag me in your comments so I can go and check out your videos. And yeah, that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
I'm calling bullshit. Say you got it, but you ain't got nothing. Bad bitches don't say shit, they just hustle.